What up, man? Bosco Forever 7. You're now tuned in to Nolazine.
Okay, so tell the world actually, where you from?
I'm out of Sevenwall, man. New Orleans, man. Boscoville to be exact, but I'm so Sevenwall.
So being from the Seven Ward, kind of explain, to the world if how I go down the Seven Ward. And actually when I was younger, I thought everybody from the Seven Ward was Creole and light skinned. But then I met people, from the project, and I realized everybody from the Seven Ward ain't
Right,
light
definitely
skinned.
not. Yeah, everybody ain't light skinned. It's different. The Sevenwall pretty big, man. You got the project, you got front of town, you got back of town. I'm from a neighborhood called Boscoville, the Sevenwall, which is kind of like in a gentile area around Dillard type shit. Back up behind Dillard. Basically, growing up in the Sevenwall, bro, it's just like my hood really ain't different from nobody else's hood. You know what I'm saying? It's all about neighborhoods. It's all about the people. But it was rough, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't come from no broken family. I chose the route I went, but I've been in the streets all my life. I done been shot a few times. I done been in jail a few times. I done did a few things I ain't had no business doing, but the end result is you live and you learn. The hood make you who you is. At the end of the day, I'm a product of my environment. I'm a good dude, but I can be fucked up too. You know what I'm saying? And that's because I come from an environment that if you don't know how to be fucked up when you need to be fucked up, then you gonna get fucked up. And so you gotta be able to adjust, For me, making it in the Seven World just was about adapting. And it's like that anywhere, in the city period. I'm from the Seven, but I'm on the streets. I'm from New Orleans at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta know what you're doing out here, man.
Right. So how did you actually come up how did you actually I'm sorry, my bad. Growing up, who influenced you to actually become one music artist?
Well, I'm really I come up under a lot of old school music. I'm a big Nas head, Tupac, Biggie, you know what I'm saying? But I was a real, coming up, I was on a lot of East Coast music, you know what I'm saying? I listened to a lot of Mobb Deep, Wu-Tang, you know what I'm saying? But I fuck with my city hoes, you know what I'm saying? Slim, the whole Cash Money shit, No Limit. I was around when this stuff was first started. I saw, the No Limit transformation. I saw the Cash Money transformation. It's just musically this scene, my first rap that I ever wrote was a bounce rap. Because I'm from New Orleans and that's what it was back then. You know what I'm saying? But, it was I don't know, I say just musically, I was influenced by a lot of different things just culturally. Just, on some street shit, when I was young, UNLV, Slim, these niggas wasn't really young to me because I was around in the era, you know what I'm saying? I ain't really no young boy, you know what I'm saying? I've been around the block a minute, you know what I'm saying? So I've been doing this for a little minute. And so for me, it's just I'm a diverse person. I listen to all type of music. You might get in the car one day with me and I be fucking with some rap. You might get in the day, I might be fucking with some R&B. You might get in that bitch tomorrow, I might have on some fucking, Red Hot Chili Peppers. I'll be listening to Linkin Park. You know what I'm saying? Just, I go in different zones musically. So, I'm kind of roundabout on the music thing.
Gotcha. So tell the world what's one on the average day like for you?
For me, an average day just it's all grind mode. A few people know me, a few people don't, man. I just recently come home from incarceration. I've been home about 2 years. I've been fucking with this music shit for a little minute. Prior to my incarceration, I had a movement called FGM, Felon Gang Music. And I did a little bit, a little 5.5. Managed to make it out of the situation I was in. And, I'm back. We now got Forever Money Music. You know what I'm saying? I switched it up because I had some shit going on with the other label. Bosco come from my Bosco Forever 7. If you know me, my name used to be Safari Gutter. And people ask me where I get that from. But safari is a hunting expedition held mostly in Africa. And I felt to survive my neighborhood, where I'm from in the 7th Ward, You know, it was like a hunting expedition. But in order to survive that shit, you had to be gutter. And so that's how I came up with Safari Gutter. And you know, but in the midst of the Safari Gutter shit, I had got, you know, jammed up. I did a little bid. I came home and, you know, like, you know, everybody know Bosco. So I just went back to what, you know, I'm really going back to the basics on this shit, on this Bosco Forever 7 shit. You know, I got a new project called Betting on Me. And like, it's just all about me. I'm betting on me. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. So, do you have any, like, music coming up? Have any features, anything like that?
Yeah, I got a lot of things going on. So, the new single Hard Grind is out now. Visuals out, video out now on YouTube. Shot by Hollywood Pompeii at Hollywood Pompeii Studios. It's featuring Jai Gator. The project I just said is called Betting on Me. It's gonna have a few features on it, not too many. I'm gonna have Jai Gator. I'm gonna have Evil Eyes on there. I'm gonna have Key Drippin'. I'm gonna have Wall Ready, and I'm gonna have Lil Cairo. All these are Forever Money affiliates. And so what I got coming up next is I got a show. We're gonna be performing in Slidell, I believe it is, on the 4th at what's the name of the spot? It's on Front Street, Club Upper Level. Club Upper Level in Slidell, March 4th. I'm gonna be live. It's my first performance since I've been home. And I'm really just popping out and getting my feedback right, getting active, you know what I'm saying, letting the people know I'm here. But I'm gonna be a minute, you know what I'm saying? If a nigga know me, know something about my reputation with this music shit, I do this shit for real. Like, so, you know, I'm here, and I'm here to stay.
Gotcha. So, tell us actually, like, what separates you, from, you know, what separates you actually from, other music artists out there?
I mean, like, so, like, they got a lot of talented artists out there, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I've been home for like 2 years. Like I said, I've been watching the scene. You got a lot of hot niggas, like the city on fire. I actually like what we doing because I feel like the city is coming together more than ever now. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to Ride 49. I really feel like, you know, he put the city on his back and got us coming together more than ever. And, you know, a whole lot of other people play parts in that, but, you know, I just feel like we building a little more unity because we tired of fighting each other. But, you know, we still have that, you know, you still have that, you know, issue where, you know, some people feel like, you know, they there, some people feel like they're there. For me, I feel like everybody out here that's doing their shit is doing their shit. You know, what separates me is that I'm really a lyricist. Like, I don't just be popping that shit. Like, everything, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I get on any type of kick, any type of subject matter. Like, you know, shout out to everybody that do their thing and shout out to those that are vocal, shout out to those that are lyrical. But, like, I really deem myself a lyricist. I ain't just no rapper. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like what separates me is my ability to adjust and adapt and just, you know, fuck a track in ways that other people can't.
Gotcha. So being in the music business, for a while now. Tell us what you actually enjoy most about it, and tell us what you actually hate about it.
What I enjoy most about it is performance, live performance. You know what I'm saying? Engaging with the crowd, engaging with the fans. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, the ability just to see how my music move people and, you know, the mold that it put them in. Right now, you say what I hate about?
Yeah.
About what?
The whole music business.
The whole music business. I think, really, to be honest, I was just talking to one of my partners about this, and what I really hate about it now is I feel like it's kind of like a friendly vibe thing, to a degree. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel like everybody ain't getting on because of talent. Some people getting on because of who they fuck with, or who they associated with, or who they cool with, or who they run with. You know what I'm saying? Because you got some niggas that's talented that, you know, ain't getting no, they just, you know, they ain't getting no light or whatever the case may be. But they not associated, or they not in, or they not fucking with the right people, you know. Sometimes you got people that has left talent that's just getting a light and getting a shine, and but they're associated, they're connected, and they're plugged in there. So, you know, it is what it is. And, you know, from my standpoint, I just came up in an era where, you know, prior to the way the music business is now, you know, I was around before all this social media shit, before it was so easy. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, you really had to have talent back then. Like you really had to be, you really had to be getting it because you ain't had all these other outlets to uplift you. Everything was built solely off of your music. It wasn't no pictures on social media. It wasn't no how you was popping. It wasn't about what you did in the club the other day. None of that shit ain't matter because nobody ain't see it. All they did was got to hear your music. So you really had to be talking about something. And so, I feel like that's where, we didn't got a little bit away from that. But, it is what it is, Fuck, if you ain't connected and you can't, put the shit together, then it is what it is. That's all you. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad. Fuck, you know what I'm saying? You gotta put yourself in place.
Gotcha. So like far as, if the music scene in New Orleans, do you feel like music artists actually support each other?
I'm gonna say this, bro. I actually feel like lately, I can say I feel like I see a lot of artists from New Orleans, like the local artists, supporting each other. What levels the degrees of support are on, I can't really say. You know what I'm saying? But because I'm on the outside looking in. But I see this artist liking this artist post and this artist reposting this artist. So and for me that's big because at one time we ain't even had that. You know what I'm saying? So I do feel like we coming together a little better with the unity and that together they things are coming together.
Speaking on that as well, like, do you feel like in New Orleans, local DJs, blogs, the radio, do you feel like they can do a better job at like breaking artist music?
I definitely feel like the radio scene.
Again, I heard somebody coming. They talking.
Watch it, brother.
Actually, that again right quick.
All right.
Do you feel like the local DJs and blogs and the radio, do you feel like they can do a better job?
I definitely feel like the radio scene here is bullshit. I don't feel like, me personally, I done dealt with the radio scene here and I feel like they could do a much better job. Like for artists to get broke here, they gotta get broke somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Like, Q93, they ain't really playing no nigga and fucking with no nigga until you popping somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? And I understand the logistics of the business and how this shit go too. You know what I'm saying? And how people get paid and what things, have to do. But I just feel like you be around this bitch playing all these other motherfucking people music from other states and popping this shit and you got commercials bumping this shit up and all this and that and a nigga from the city call you and try to fuck with you or try to do anything and nigga don't get that same love and that same support. Far as the DJs, I don't really feel like the DJs getting the love they should be getting down here. You dig? I feel like, cause a lot of us, we ain't shit without no fucking DJ. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of these moves that we be making, like at the end of the day, we need somebody behind the music. Yeah, most of us lyricists and we rap and we do our shit, but we need somebody behind the music. You know what I'm saying? I don't really feel like the DJs get the props they should get, but I feel like the radio down here shits.
I definitely got you.
Really?
So, what's your advice on a younger artist that's trying to follow actually in your footsteps?
I mean, consistency, and there's probably a lot of young artists that don't even know me. And, the reason why is I'm a street nigga. I've been back and forth in the can all my life dealing with this shit. So, when niggas was in the studio, some of the times I should have been in the studio too, but I was on the block. It is what it is. I take my lick. But you live, you learn, and you grow. At this point in my life where I'm at, you know what I'm saying? It's all about trying to be productive in this music shit, man. Trying to make, trying to feed my family off this shit. I'm trying to eat. And I got visions. I got other artists, you know what I'm saying? I got other niggas that's depending on me. I got niggas that's living through me. You know what I'm saying? So, you gotta stay consistent. You gotta stay in these people's face. Right now, I feel like everything is about visuals. You gotta be, people gotta know you. They gotta see you. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I always give artists game, it's the easiest time to actually make it now.
Man, it is.
Because all you gotta do is just be connected with the blogs.
You got to be connected with the bloggers, connected, just linked in with the internet. Period.
Right.
Like you know, niggas
bloggers, like,
with the bloggers, yeah, with the people that's linked in with the internet, the media. You know what I'm saying? Not just like I was just told my little partner. I said, man, this shit bigger than just putting on some clothes and taking a picture and posting that shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, because you know, yeah, you get 200-300 likes, but that was 200-300 likes from irrelevant motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? None of those people was from major labels. None of those people was A&Rs. None of those people was somebody who could change your life or put you in a better position. Just somebody who just liked your shit. You know, I don't give a fuck if you like my shit. I'm trying to get something going, man. You know what I'm saying? So consistency, staying in the people's face, man, you know, and staying motivated. You know what I'm saying? Stay working. You know what I'm saying? Stay working no matter what you do. You know what I'm saying? Like, stay working.
Gotcha. So, and tell us actually, I'm like, what's next for you? Do you plan on like signing artists, dropping merch, having bigger features, et cetera, et cetera?
Yeah, we got some merch in the making. I got 3 artists right now. I'm in talks with a female artist, a vocal R&B singer. So we not limited to our artistry. Like you know, if you nice and you do gospel, you know, there's a platform for that. You know, like, you know, we not just over here for forever money music and long money entertainment, bro. Listen, we not just trying to be another local label. You know what I'm saying? We trying to be the next Cash Money. You know what I'm saying? The next No Limit. You know what I'm saying? We trying to be the next big thing. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, man, yeah, we open to signing the artists. I got a lot of features. Well, I ain't gonna say a lot of features. I got a lot of featured artists that, you know, I'm gonna be presenting. But other than that, man, you know, I talked to a few local cats here that's hot, that got some shit going on that I got some shit cooking up with. I ain't gonna put no names out there yet, just stay tuned. But my next single that's coming out next month is gonna be called Don't Interfere. It's also featuring Jack Gator. And just know the project Betting On Me is loading.
Gotcha. And also, last but not least, tell everyone actually, I mean, what can they find you at on social media and just everywhere else?
Man, look, at Bosco Forever 7 on everything. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, you know what I'm saying? Oh, also too, man, you're gonna be able to, right now, Hard Grind is available on YouTube. But on February the 28th, it will be available on all major streaming platforms, Apple, Spotify, Tidal. It'll be available everywhere.
Nolazine, make them scream. Nolazine. Make them SCREAM. Scream. Nolazine, make them scream. You heard me.